Hi, and welcome to Central Luzon, also known as Region 3, which is a combination of towering mountains, extinct and active volcanoes, lush verdant farmlands, and natural sea harbors. It is one of the leading growth regions in the Philippines, strategically located at the heart of Asia. Now, its provinces are Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Tarlac, and Zambales. Central Luzon is also known for its rich, diverse culture. Starting from its religion, 80% of the population of Central Luzon is Roman Catholic. There are also other religions like Protestants, Islam, and Iglesia ni Cristo. Just a quick trivia or history. Did you know that Nueva Ecija was one of the first 8 provinces that took up arms against Spanish rule in 1896? During the Filipino-American War, General Emilio Aguinaldo retreated to the province and on May 9, 1899, made Cabanatuan the temporary seat of his government until it was moved to Bamban, Tarlac. Of course, Central Luzon is proud when it comes to its major industries. Principal crops are, of course, rice, corn, and onion. As we all know, the province is often referred to as the Rice Bowl of the Philippines. Now let's dive in with Central Luzon's famous tourist spots. Starting from Aurora with its BALER Church. Now this is where the siege of BALER took place from 1888 to 1889. During the siege, around 50 Spanish soldiers and officers who didn't want to surrender to the American government who had already bought the Philippines from the Spaniards have been caught. Today, the church still stands and features a simple yet attractive facade. Next is the QUEZON Memorial Park. It serves as a landmark of BALER, which is the birthplace of former President Manuel Quezon. It's a quiet park of trees and lawns where you can relax after a long trip of sightseeing or just observe the local people going about their daily activities. And last one is the Ditumabu Falls. Before reaching Ditumabu Falls, you first have to take a 2-hour drive and then go on a 3-hour walk. However, all your efforts will be worth it when you see the crystal clear waters of the falls, the huge cliffs that surrounds it, and breathtaking scenery of the area. The Ditumabu Falls should be a part of your itinerary if you're a nature lover or if you just want to spend some time outdoors. Stop is Bataan, starting off with its PAWIKAN Conservation Center. The PAWIKAN Conservation Center is a joint effort by the Bataan government, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, as well as UNESCO, which was initiated in 1999. Here, the Bantay PAWIKAN men and volunteers from the local community patrol the beaches at night to guard eggs laid by marine turtles in the beach. They are then carefully transported to the conservation center until they are hatched before they are released back to the sea. Next, we have El Paradiso. Sink your teeth and treat your taste buds in hefty servings of local flavors from the El Paradiso Bed and Breakfast, managed by the Schmids. True to its name, this idyllic and quaint venue more than hits the spot. It provides a perfect place to stroll along the beaches or take photos of the beautiful views of the mountains. Its meals are affordable, and so are its cozy beachfront accommodations. Here's one place in Bataan you might never want to leave. Next is Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar. Step out of time and out of the frantic 21st century mind and walk amidst 18th century Philippine architecture. Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar in Bagak, Bataan hosts beautifully reconstructed mansions for the tourist with a classic taste. Shop in 18th century style in Paseo de Escolta. Be treated a la señorito or señorita in the first-class heritage house in Casa Bizantina. Ride on a horse like an aristocrat or jog like an aliping sa gigilid through this postcard perfect edifices. Don't neglect to visit the Dambana ng Kagitingan, the Death March Marker, or the centuries-old St. Joseph Cathedral. Next, we have Bulacan. Starting off at its National Shrine of the Divine Mercy. National Shrine of the Divine Mercy is one of the famous churches that you must visit when you are in Bulacan. The church is known for the grotto of Our Lady of Fatima and the life-size statues of the Station of the Cross. It is also a place where you can reflect because of the solemnity found in the Adoration Chapel. Aside from these, they have a souvenir shop of religious items and a museum. Next, we have the BIAK na Bato National Park. The BIAK na Bato National Park is one of those places you must visit in this province to truly appreciate it. The park is famous for the caves that are spread out, and one of the most visited cave is the Aguinaldo Cave that previously served as the headquarters of former President Emilio Aguinaldo. There are also two mountain treks that you can try, Mount Gala and Mount Manalmon. Rich in history and scenery, this is a tourist spot in Bulacan that you should not miss out. Next, we have the Barasoain Church, located in Malala City. The Barasoain Church, or Our Lady of Mount Carmel Parish, is a Roman Catholic church known for its significance in the history of the Philippines. The church was built during the 1880s and is one of the most visited tourist spots in Bulacan. Besides the church, you will find a mini museum that you can tour. It was also said that if you go and join a celebration of Mass in this church, you will be blessed. Now let's move on with Nueva Ecija, starting off at its famous Gabaldon Falls. A relaxed track crossing small river streams in the town of Gabaldon will lead you to a picturesque 15-feet waterfall in the middle of a lush forest. Going here is very easy. Just head to the University of Science and Technology in Gabaldon, and from there you will need to pay 20 pesos for the environmental fee and hire a local guide for 100 pesos. Next, we have the Pantabangan Dam. This serene man-made lake that flows inside a 351 feet tall embankment dam, generating hydroelectric power, is a serene of tranquility. The serene landscape surrounding Pantabangan Dam gives a soothing experience while you wonder how many fresh underwater creatures swim under its crystal clear waters, said to be among the cleanest in the country. The lake flowing into the dam is a favorite spot of the locals for swimming and fishing. To go here from the town center of Pantabangan, you will need to hire a tricycle. Next, we have the Minalungaon National Park. A favorite day trip destination of travelers coming from Manila is the Minalungaon National Park, located in General Pino. It's an ideal place to spend a whole day basking in the beauty of nature. What's not to like? From the turquoise-colored waters to the surrounding spectacular rock formation. The vibe here is a throwback to the good old childhood days of our parents when they bath, swim, and play in crystal-clear rivers. Here you can ride a bamboo raft to cruise the still waters while having a picnic and even climb atop one of the giant boulders from some diving action. You can also walk across a hanging bridge towards the jump-off of a 1,000-step man-made trail that will lead you to the top of the hill where a towering glass cross stands. Mountains like the Mount Arayat can be visible on a clear day. Next, we have Pampanga, starting off at its famous Mount Pinatubo, which is one of the most visited attractions not only in Pampanga, but in the Philippines as a whole. Situated between Pampanga, Zambales, and Tarlac provinces, this active volcano features spectacular lahar formations. Long after its historic eruption in 1991, Mount Pinatubo has become one of the most special for people searching for adventure. One of its major highlights is its crater lake. Depending on the season, the water color varies from blue-green to deep blue. Next, we have Mount Arayat National Park, Pampanga's Soul Mountain. Mount Arayat towers over the mostly flat plains of the province at 1,026 MASL. The mountain lies inside the Mount Arayat National Park, one of the oldest national parks in the country. Next is Museo Ning Angeles. Museo Ning Angeles used to be the Municipio del Pueblo, or the Town Hall of Angeles, in 1998. Constructed in 1922, the two-story building stood guard over Angeles City, Witnessing its growth and development throughout the decades, the museum, which opened in 1999, gives a glimpse of Angeles City's history through its memorabilia display. We have Tarlac, starting off with Santa Faustina of the Divine Mercy Parish. The world's first and Asia's only parish church dedicated to Saint Faustina Kowalska of Poland can be found at Paniki, Tarlac. Saint Faustina Kowalka devoted her life to the Divine Mercy, and the parish church also houses a holy relic of her bones. Next, we have La Sagrada Familia Parish, another church designed by Father Alex. La Sagrada is peculiar in the sense that it is oddly located away from the town center and closer to the fields. The La Sagrada Familia Parish makes use of half of the papal altar from the Pope's last visit to the Philippines. Of course, last but not the least, Zambales. Starting off with ANAWANGIN Cove, which is one of the most popular camping spots in Zambales. The sheltered bay boasts an ash-colored beach due to the Mount Pinatubo volcanic eruption. It's surrounded with a vast evergreen and tall agoho trees similar to pine trees. Imagine if Boracay and Baguio had a baby. This would be it. This is a go-to place for first-time and experienced campers alike. Make sure that you bring everything you need going here, like food, cooking materials, toiletries, and camp essentials. Next, we have Capones Island. The island was previously known as Isla de Gran Capon during the Spanish era. It's covered in rocks on one end and white sand on the other. It's a great attraction for surfers and divers alike. The island is legendary for its lighthouse, which was built in 1890, with Filipinos' bare hands. The famous landmark sits atop the sharp cliff. The tower is perfect for photo shoots since it displays an inviting cinematic scene. Next, we have the Ramon Magsaysay Museum. Go on a side trip and experience Zambales' historical side with the beloved former Philippine President Ramon Magsaysay's ancestral house in the town of Castillejos. The house was restored and converted into a museum back in 1990. The National Historical Institute reconstructed and renovated it in 1999, after it was severely destroyed by the Mount Pinatubo eruption in 1991. The modest yet charming two-level structure contains memorabilia and some personal remembrance about the former president, such as pictures and medals. Some of Ramon Magsaysay's sharp barong Tagalogs are displayed in the historical side. You can also find his vintage presidential car, the Wheelie Jeep, in the museum. You should pay a quick trip here to find more about why Ramon Magsaysay was well admired and respected by the people.